Hello, hello, hello. I want to continue talking about identity in the V.I.V.I.D model. But I was reminded that I started this series of videos with an introduction. And that introduction was that I am Gwen Witherspoon. I help visionary leaders tell their vivid life stories and resist the urge to become a copy of someone else. And I was going through some notes of mine, and I realized that one of the things, now that we're in the identity stage of the V.I.V.I.D model, and I'll tell you that really quick again. So the V.I.V.I.D model is my proprietary method, like kind of like my brain hack to teach you how to write your vision, to help you understand the process of writing your vision. And so the V.I.V.I.D model, V.I.V.I.D stands for vision, identity, voice, information, and development. And so I talked about vision for about 5-6 days, and now we're on identity. So this is about day 3, talking about identity. And yesterday I shared my poem, Let Me Explain, and I talked about the idea of being self-explanatory. And self-explanatory, when you live your life and you're self-explanatory, that means that you don't need an explanation. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to show up to justify, to make excuses, or to pretend. You can just be yourself. And so I was going to talk some more about that, but I realized the thing that I have been talking to everyone about for decades now is living life at play. And guess what? I found another introduction that I wrote that I think might be more appropriate. So I'm just going to read it really quick because this really blessed me when I saw it. And you know how you write? This is why you write things down, because you can write things and not realize how transformative they are until you step away, live some more life, and then you rediscover it. And that's what I just did literally before pressing play. I discovered I had to have written this, gosh, this is July, maybe January, and stepped away. But so this one is, I help visionary leaders like you write their vivid life stories so you can live life at play, effectively doing while delightfully being, instead of missing out on all the goodness available to you. There is goodness available to you by just being yourself, being self-explanatory, but living life at play. And I'd forgotten also that I came up with another acronym. So V.I.V.I.D is an acronym, but I came up with another one for play. And let me tell you, rediscovering it is everything. So play stands for purposed, liberated, aligned, and yielded. And I realized you cannot live your life at play. You cannot live your life and be self-explanatory if you are not living purposed. If you don't get up every day with a specific plan of action to get you closer to your destiny. If you are not liberated, if you are not free enough to accept and love and be yourself, who you were divinely designed to be, if you are not able to walk in that, you are still going through an identity crisis. There's no way for you to fully understand who you are if you are not free to accept how God designed you, who God designed you to be, the work He's giving you to do, and walk in full acceptance of that. That's liberation. And then if you are not aligned with God's timing, with God's plan, with just your full and complete destiny, like who you are supposed to be. and the work that you are supposed to be doing. If you're not fully aligned with that, you can't live your life at play. You cannot be self-explanatory. You are still going through an identity crisis, right? And then the last, if you're not yielded, and I think yielded really, it fits with the other three, but yielded is about, I think, it is about kind of getting in the pocket. If you know anything about music, you know that you want to get in the pocket. The musicians play together. They want to get in the pocket. There's a rhythm. There's a groove that they want to get into together to make music, make music together well. And there's a pocket. There's a rhythm that we need to get into. And you got to yield. You got to give yourself to that rhythm instead of trying to force a rhythm, instead of just trying to get your hustle on and push and strive. There is like the scripture says, the blessing of the Lord maketh rich and adds no sorrow with it. There's no anxious toil that goes with the blessing of the Lord. So being yielded to God's timing and the rhythm, the unique rhythm that He has given you. That's how you live your life at play. Ain't that beautiful? Oh, I love it.